What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Jagging Off. 904 Day Bowl City, Duval, me in the fucking building yet again. So, like 3 weeks ago, I did a video on the outlook of the Jaguars 2020 defense. And I meant to get to this sooner, but, the whole protest thing happened, the news with Denard Robinson happened. I got my PS4 back, wanted to do my MK11 playthrough, which I didn't really need to do. I was just excited to do it. But finally, I'm going to get a look around to doing the offensive outlook of the Jaguars. Now, let me start with this. If the Jaguars failed to address one thing properly, it was the offensive line. Like, the only thing we did was draft this kid, Ben Bartch, in the 4th round, like the fucking smoothie guy. So, other than that, the offense is basically the same. Either he's going to beat out AJ Cann or Andrew Norwell. Hopefully Andrew Norwell. But he's either going to beat out one of them. And it's kind of a battle now because Will Richardson got put at left tackle now, and I'm assuming he's going to be competing with Cam Robinson. Considering Will Richardson has 2 years left on his contract, and Cam Robinson just has 1, that might be the move at left tackle if it works out. So I do like Will Richardson. Hopefully that's the case, because honestly, other than definitely Jawan Taylor, next year the offensive line is going to look completely different. Because, I hope they keep Brandon Linder, but he's in the final year of his contract. AJ Cann's in the final year of his contract. Andrew Norwell's ass got restructured to basically kind of give them a way out next year, I think. And then Cam Robinson's contract's up. So we're looking at if Will Richardson works out, him being here. Ben Bartch, if he takes over AJ Cann's job, him still being here, and Jawan Taylor, who's a fucking beast, the best right tackle in the AFC South, him still being here, and I just pray to God they re-sign Brandon Linder. So it's virtually still the same. It's not good. It's not good, but it's not horrible either. Like, we're not a top tier offensive line, but like we're not like a horrible offensive line. Just, I don't know. Hopefully it holds up. Now, out of the backfield, I fully expect Leonard Fournette to have another good year. I fully expect him to stay healthy, keep doing what he's doing, and get over 1,000 yards again. And of course, we'll have to use him a little bit less, because now Chris Thompson's back there to be that third down catch passes out of the backfield type back that I think we were missing for a while since Fournette. And with him, I hope he has another good year, and I just hope we don't do some stupid shit and let him go. Like, I really don't. I mean, people love to talk about it was a bad move taking him at the 4th with the 4th overall pick, which I've said over and over again at this point. Of course, playing Captain Hindsight is easy when you said, "Oh, we should have took Deshaun Watson, we should have took Patrick Mahomes." But like I said, what's done is done. And if any of these trade rumors were fucking true, you're not going to get much trade value for him anyway. So you might as well. So like, if he's putting up 1,000 yards, you might as well keep him around. I mean, what's the point of fixing something that's not broken? You know what I mean? Like, I know you can find running backs anywhere, but it's like, if the guy's still producing, especially since you already invested a 1st round pick in it, why get rid of it? Like, I don't know. That just don't make sense to me. Tight end should be a lot better. Now, I think James O'Shaughnessy was actually on his way to having a breakout year before he got hurt. He was doing pretty good. And, Josh Oliver, you don't know with him yet, because he wasn't on the field enough his rookie season to really get a grip on. But then, probably the second best free agent signing we had was Tyler Eifert. I thought that move made a lot of sense, especially since he's familiar with our new offense coordinator, Jay Gruden. I thought that move made a lot of sense. And, if one of those 3 guys stay healthy, we should get a lot better production out of tight end. Because once O'Shaughnessy got hurt, it was just all downhill from there at tight end. We had to call Ben Koyak back. We had some motherfucker named Nick O'Leary. Jeff Swain was a piece of fuck. Like it was bad. Other than linebacker, tight end was the biggest fucking train wreck on the Jaguars last year when it came to injuries and just not having enough. Because Gardner Minshew had no tight end to speak of. But this year we're not gonna have that problem, and I think long as these dudes stay healthy, it should be a lot better. And injury updates from what I've read, both Josh Oliver and James O'Shaughnessy should be well on their way back and ready to go by training camp, which is very good news. Now, I don't know how much I'd play them in the preseason, because I'd rather them miss some preseason games than fucking come back and then, just not be all the way right and try to play in a preseason game. I'd rather have all them on the field week 1, if that makes sense. Receiver was actually a really good thing with the Jags last year. DJ Chark emerged. Chris Conley did pretty good. D.D. Westbrook, even though he had some stupid-ass drops, was all right. And Keelan Cole, when he got his chance to shine, did pretty good. And then you add to that with Visca Chenault with a second-round pick, a guy who really could have been a first-round pick. And I think this dude, Colin Johnson, will be a nice red zone target at 6'6". I mean, this guy was projected to be a top 50 draft pick had he come out his junior year, but then he went back and got hurt. So I think this guy is going to contribute, especially in the red zone. We've been missing that big body red zone target for a while, and I think he can fill that void. And it's going to be interesting because, now that we drafted these two dudes, that tells me that, I think if Chark puts up another year like he did last year, they gotta pay him. They can't let this turn into another fucking Yannick Ngakoue situation. They need to pay him and keep him around. Like, him and Josh Allen, I'd say, are the two people that we can ill afford to lose anytime soon. And then, but, with drafting Visca and Colin Johnson, that's telling me, but since Chris Conley and D.D. Westbrook and Keelan Cole, that they're in the final years of their contract, that's telling me 2, possibly all 3 are gone after this year. D.D. Westbrook, I think, since he has some trade value as a slot receiver, might get traded. So I think those 3 guys are going to have a lot to prove, because not only are they auditioning for us, they're auditioning for other teams. So that would be, I think we're going to get more production out of that group as a whole. Chark, I think, is going to have another big year. He should. Especially since, he'll have Gardner Minshew for 16 games, hopefully, barring injuries. And then I think Visca really is going to be a beast. And but I think one of those 3 will probably step up. If I had to pick right now, out of all 3 of them who I'd rather keep long-term, I'd have to say Chris Conley, because I think he's the most reliable one. You know what I'm saying? As far as, catching in when you have to go to a guy to get a catch for a first down or something, I'd say Chris Conley's more reliable. And even though D.D. Westbrook's a pure slot receiver, Chark and Visca can both play the slot. So, I'm not so much worried about losing him for that. So, that's where I'm at with that. And then, of course, the quarterback, somebody who everybody overlooks, Gardner Minshew, I think is having an even better year. Like, Gardner Minshew just has it. Like, if you watch this guy play, his story, he has it. Like, I don't think this Chank for Trevor bullshit's going to last with him. I think this year, Gardner Minshew is going to finally prove it and make y'all forget all about fucking Trevor Lawrence. Because I've said before, the dude's young enough where if he's playing good and has us, winning games, this guy had the best winning percentage of any rookie quarterback in the NFL last year. If this guy's that good, I'm not even worried about starting the fucking position over. I'd rather fix the fucking offensive line and give him something to work with. But I'm telling you right now, Gardner Minshew, I think he's really going to prove himself this year and show you why. He's the chosen one. our hero, the champion of the Elder Gods, everything I hype him up to be. So, at the end of the day, I think the dude's going to be a good quarterback. Now, like say, we got a better offensive coordinator. We added pieces to an offense that didn't lose anything really last year. I just don't see how people think this offense is going to get worse. Like, I don't understand that. Because all we did was add. We really didn't lose. What, because we lost Marquise Lee? The motherfucker barely played last year. I don't get it. But, I don't know. Like I said, I think we're gonna hover right about that 500 range, possibly playoffs, very slim possible. I don't think we're contenders yet. I don't. I think a lot still got to happen for that. But I don't think we're gonna be horrible. I certainly think there's teams that's gonna be worse than us. You look at teams like the Rams, the Redskins, some of those fucking teams. Like, bro, there's no way we're gonna finish it worse than them. But, anyway, like I said, offensive outlook, I think we added to it. I think we did a good job on that side of the ball. Going to be a lot better this year. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments what y'all think. But, anyways, that's all I got. This is your boy Jagging Off. Go Jags. Duval till I die. And I'm out.